Hello everyone, we are on. This is going to be a scenario where civilization starts over, and we are on YouTube. Shut up! I'm trying to check the episode number. We are on episode 41, and I remember one or two things happened in the last video. First thing is the old German colony completely just fell apart. This country, like the banana country down here, got killed and is now a puppet state. A unification happened in the HCE. Wow, I'm remembering a lot more than I thought I would. And did anything else happen? I think some alliance stuff happened, but I can't really remember completely. Anyways, if you also I changed Norway's color. Oh no, Antarctica got fully colonized, with there actually being a claim between the Scottish, Franco-Iberians, and the French. Anyways, if you like this, then don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm trying to get to, like, I know that it seems that I might, but still, I just want to see if I'm able to get to 300 subscribers just by the end of the year. Like, if I can get to by, like, January 1st, 2027, I'm going to be very happy. Anyways, let's just get started with this, because we are a minute 30 seconds in. So, the first thing that we're going to be seeing is, we're going down here in Africa, because if we turn on the ideology layer, if I can find it, here it is, there's two authoritarian, sort of, like, two military dictatorship nations. And one of them, if I'm on the wrong layer, one of them, they are going to be turning into a regular dictatorship. And that is instantly going to just start a war between them. Why? I genuinely don't know. Anyways, if I turn on the major cities layer, we can see what's going to be happening. We can see that this red nation is going to launch the invasion, invading into this area, like this panhandle thing. Instantly taking over, like, a majority of it, if not all of it. I think that is all of it. And then they also begin moving along the border of Egypt. This does not mean that they're being funded. In fact, Egypt's a bit scared. But then this, like, if I, like, turn the thing all the way up to be fully saturated, it's green. So I'm going to say this very, like, grey-green country. They begin launching their invasion. And actually, I'm going to turn up the color a bit because it's very dark. Okay. They launch an invasion into the red team's territory, eventually taking all of this. And it's going very well for both sides, but also very bad for both sides. Because eventually, sorry, a bit into the war, it ends up looking like this, with neither country looking like they want to invade, I mean, like, retake their territory. Because these guys just keep losing more and more land, but they're gaining more and more land. And, like, no one knows why they're doing this. And after the front lines look like this, it's figured out why. Or at least it's figured out why for the red team. They were going to spearhead towards the, like, this, like, grey-green country, like their capital, and they take it. And if we go over to the religion layer, you might notice that it's all the same. But that isn't actually true, because all of this is actually very divided. And I can show you it, like, it is incredibly jumbled. It looks like this, it's very jumbled. And if we sort of, like, turn down the opacity, it actually, no, it's kind of hard to see, so I'm gonna, like, switch between both of them. So, as you can see, like, this country up here, they are a part of the Libyan religion. But down here, they're part of this yellow religion. And something that has been happening in this northern country Let me also just color this in. Something that's been going on in this country. They have been starting to ethnically cleanse their country into being only the Libyan religion. But Libya hasn't really supported this, so they actually sort of like kick these guys out of their religion, making them their own religion. Actually, I should probably like color this only the actual part. Yeah, these guys are now their own religion. And they are starting to ethnically cleanse all of their country. And they want all of Africa to be this religion. So they have started, since they already know that all of their territory is this, they've started to go into this country, and they've started to ethnically cleanse there too. And in the capital, it is the worst. And like a humanitarian crisis actually goes on in the League of States, and they're like, should we get in on this? Like, this is horrible. And eventually they decide, like, this is getting too bad, they need to step in. So every single country surrounding them, being this, like, country, also I don't know if this should be Somalia or Ethiopia anymore. Anyways, them, this, like, Eritrean nation, Egypt, Libya, and I don't know if it's ever Nigeria, they're all going to be getting in on this. Just to stop the horrible stuff. Because this is very bad. It's like equivalent to like World War II Germany. So everywhere all along the border, it just begins like they just begin invading. No, it's not even invading. They just begin liberating areas. Like these guys, imagine, managed to take this. The Eritreans managed to take all of this. And the Egyptians managed to take this. And then the Libyans and the Nigerians begin to push into both countries, trying to just liberate everyone, not even like take land. Literally just liberating them. Eventually, all of this country falls over to, like, humanitarian forces. And then just, yeah. It was a horrible situation in this country. And, like, it's not even like people were, like, trying to not, like, it's not even like the citizens were okay with this. They were, like, it's like North Korea. Like, you literally cannot leave. And, like, people were, like, embracing the soldiers with open arms. Because this situation was just truly horrible. So, yeah. This is gone. So, these guys are just going to be occupying them for a while. But they're going to be occupying them in certain ways. And I'm going to also, I don't think, why did I not give Libya any occupational land? That is my bad, guys. Libya should have some occupational land. Here you go, Libya. Anyways, let me show you how this is going to be occupied. It's going to be occupied like this. With the, like, this pink nation occupying these lands. So I'm going to make it a bit lighter. The Nigerian nation occupying these lands. Libya occupying these northern areas. I'm going to make that a bit lighter. I mean, a bit darker. Okay, yeah, that's good. And Egypt occupying these lands. And if you're wondering why Eritrea doesn't get anything, there's just, like, no promises. That's, like, the whole reason why. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, heading down over to here, we're going to be seeing... Hold on, let me just turn off the LS layer. What is it? Here it is. We're going to be seeing a few more, like, areas. Like, just... Like, be occupied by the, like, anarchist groups. First one is these northern areas. Second is over here. Next, over here. Second next is these areas. Third next is up here. And then the last territory just ends up going into a pink occupation. And these guys don't like each other, they hate each other. So, what does that mean? Well, war. This blue one is eradicated off the map, and these ones begin getting invaded into by this red one. And up here, like this yellow one's just beginning to invade into both of these. Anyways, that's enough of this. Let's go over to here. Why are we going over to here? Because we're going to be seeing a union happen, that's why. And it's going to be in not an economic alliance, not a military alliance, not a defense alliance, because there's like none left in the world. There's quite literally just one, and that's... Wait, no, that doesn't even make any sense anymore. Oh my god, I realized the defense alliance is useless. Anyways, and it's not a unionizing alliance. It's actually going to be between these. That is the entirety of the defense thing. It's going to be between... It is going to be between thing. Sorry. There's like brown country, Central Canada. And now their population has near enough doubled. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty big nation. And now how about we see a war take place once again. This time it's not going to end in a humanitarian crisis. Instead, well, if we go over here, like, nothing's ever happened here. But no one really likes this teal country. So this, like, pinkish lavender country is just going to begin steamrolling them. Yeah. And it's just going to end in full annexation. Anyways, if I get rid of their capital, where is it? Here it is. We're going to be seeing something quite surprising happen. Because if we go over to Europe, I know it's like one thing ends and then, like, I'm sorry, I just want to get this thing moving. First of all, I'm going to make Scotland a bit closer to their original colour. I don't remember exactly what it was like. Wasn't it like more yellow or something? It was like this, right? Yeah, let's just say it was like that. Anyways, we're actually going to be seeing this country, like, over here. Like, this one unite with someone. It's not the French. It's not the... It's not the Dutch. It's not you. It's actually going to be the Franco-Iberians. And it's for a secret plan that the... I don't know how long I just paused for therefore. But it's for a secret plan that the Franco-Iberians are making. And it is going to be very influential. I'd say it's probably going to take place before episode 50. I really don't know. Anyways, we are going to be going actually up to here. Because we're going to be seeing a mini unification happen. And that's actually going to be a very surprising one. And if I zoom out into the British Isles, you're going to see what it's going to be. It's going to be between these two Australian nations. Haha, I tricked you. I bet you thought it was going to be Scotland and England, didn't you? Well, no. Anyways, they are actually going to be not, like, uniting, but they are going to be forming a new nation. And, is going to be known as, if I can think of a name, you know what? I know, I'm going to pause and think of a name. I got it. Australia Unificaria. And if that name is sort of, like, very slightly familiar to you, and you watch Adis Pro, I think you're gonna know why it's similar. Yeah, these guys just want to unite people together. They're going to have their capital in. Oh, my friend's playing Gmod. They're gonna have their capital right here, and that's gonna inspire a few other nations to make a nation very similar. And all right now, I lied. It is. I'm kidding. It's not right now. Anyways, if we go over to Vietnam, something's happening with them. They're purchasing this area. Yeah, that's about it. They're just purchasing this area. And they also get this island. Now, why do they want to purchase this? So, originally, if I just get, like, a, I don't know, blue colour, this strait was fully owned by the Indonesians. If I go onto the LS layer, where is it? Here it is. They're both a part of the LS. And the LS are like, hey, you can't really do that. You're controlling all of the trade. So, Indonesia had an idea. Instead of giving this area independence, because, if I'm being honest, it probably wouldn't be able to survive very long, and it would also probably just get invaded, they decided to sell it over to someone who they would consider a very close ally. And they are actually going to be doing a very surprising thing. They're going to be leaving the Hexagon Alliance, and they are going to be looking around the map, because I'm trying to see if the shape's been used yet. I don't think it's currently in use, but that's good. They are going to be forming the Circle Economic Alliance between themselves and Taiwan. Why Taiwan? Well, Taiwan was like, hey, can we join? And they were like, yeah, sure. So, yeah, and we're going to be seeing something else happen. First of all, I'm deleting the defense layer. And second of all, we're going to be seeing a few areas, like, federalize their alliances. And I know I'm basically I just want it to look better than just, like, an outline. Give me a break. So, first of all, the military alliances. So, I'm going to put F military for the layer. That's Militart. Ah, yes, the best alliance, a Militart. Anyways, the military alliances that are going to be federalizing are going to be, first of all, the square. Is there a square? No, there's not. Okay, never mind. So it's actually going to be. Is this alliance there? Oh, yeah. So the first one that's going to be federalizing is actually going to be the Circle Alliance. Actually, I should probably have the LS layer up. Yeah, this alliance is going to be federalizing. The second one that's going to be federalizing is going to be the Triangle Alliance, because I believe all members are in it. Yeah. It is going to be the, where is it? The Triangle Alliance. France. Actually, I think I'm going to make this thinner. So first of all, I'm redoing the circles. Okay, yeah, it's going to be at 5 pixels. Why? I just think it looks a bit better. Anyways, the next ones that are going to be federalizing are going to be, once again, triangles. Let me just... Tringle. Actually, that's too big of a tringle. So yeah, the Triangle Alliance is now just federal. I didn't fully do it. The Triangle Alliance is federalized nearly. Okay, now they are, I think. No, they're not. I'm very dumb. So they're going to be federalizing. The next one that is going to be federalizing is, surprisingly enough, going to be the trapezium or trapezoid alliance. However the hell you want to say it, I really don't care. And fun fact, not all members are going to be staying, because the NOH is going to be staying, as well as Japan and Hokkaido. Oh no, oh dear lord, one moment, I've just possibly messed up. Okay, so I may or may not have accidentally just saved, so I am currently going to the very beginning, of this, because this is episode 41, not 40, and I don't want it to be like this again. Is it good? No, it's not. This has taken quite a while, and I have another 40 open, so don't worry. Or, well, not another 40, another 41, I guess. So, let me just see. Okay, that's 39. Anyways, is it gonna stop? Okay. Hello, everyone. We are going to be. I'm kidding. Anyways, saving this because to have another episode 19 situation. Anyways, we're back on here now. Anyways, as I was saying, so Colin's not going to be rejoining. Why? They just feel like they don't need the protection. Anyways, also these three are going to be staying. I just did not notice that they were in the alliance. And by these three, I mean the Philippines, Indonesia, and Borneo. Anyways, parallelograms. I think that's a parallelogram. I can't tell. That's a trapezoid. Or trapezium. Whatever you say, I really do not care. Anyways, next one that's going to be federalizing is going to be the Pentagon Alliance. And if I think all the members that are in it. Oh, it's just between two nations. Screw it, it could still be in one. I don't care. So yeah, Pentagon. The next one that we're going to be seeing federalized is going to be the Hexagon Alliance, which is between this nation, this nation over here, this pink area, Mesopotamia, the Yemenis Union, what are you called again? I said your name like earlier in the thing. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. There's Djibouti and then there's you. Oh my god, why am I forgetting it? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Hold on, let me pull up a map, because I don't know how I'm forgetting it. Oh my god, just how? Oh my god, what, that's not of all of Eritrea, that's what you're called. Eritrea, I'm so sorry that I forgot Eritrea's name. Any Eritreans watching, which if there are, then hello. I'm very sorry. Anyways, this Lime country is going to be joining, as well as these guys forcefully. As well as these guys. And no one else, because these guys aren't going to be joining. Anyways, the next alliance that's going to be federalizing is only going to have, like, roughly half of their members join. It's going to be the Right Triangle Alliance, and that's going to have them, these guys, and these guys. Next one that's going to be federalizing is going to be the Cross Alliance. Between them, China, and Taiwan. And no other alliances are going to be federalizing. And by that, I mean I'm lying. I forgot about one. The Parallelogram Alliance, no, not the Edisbro one, they're going to be federalizing. And we actually see Univocaria. Australia Unificaria, I think I called them that. They're going to be leaving, which brings the alliance down to just 3 members. But that is every alliance that is going to be federalizing. And I'm going to be getting rid of this, and I'm going to be doing something very smart for this. I'm going to be doing this, and then this. I'm so smart. Anyways, next is economy. Let me just economy. Economy. Wait, economy. I spelled that wrong. I did economy. It's economy. Anyways, the economy ones are the ones that are going to be. Let me turn off the military ones. The ones that are going to be federalizing are going to be, first of all, if I can get it, some of the Triangle Alliance, mainly just like a few of the members who are in the thing. So mainly these countries, as well as Colombia. It's like, I think, Venezuelan nation. Guyana. Suriname. And no one else here is in it. Although Brazil is going to be joining. Why? They want money. A very good reason. Anyways, next one that's going to be joining is the Trapezium Alliance. And it's going to be formed just between the main members, so here and here, as well as these guys, as well as Italy. Next one that's going to be federalizing is, I'm actually going to just turn down the opacity of the LS because it's getting a bit hard to see some of the things. Okay, that's better. Next one that's going to be federalizing is going to be the Diamond Alliance. And it's going to be between this country, Greece. My friend's Greek. If you're watching, Greek friend, then hello. Kurdistan but orange. Kurdistan but yellow. Lebanon. I forgot what this area is called in real life. That isn't the actual country names. This old Greek country. I mean, colored country. And I have to stop for a sec. Sorry about that. Anyways, next areas that are going to be federalizing is going to be the Square Alliance. And you still have a square. And every country here is going to be joining. There are so many empty squares. Anyway, anyways, the countries that are going to be joining are going to be Mesopotamia, the Yemenis Union, Qatar, obviously, and this country here. We also see the Heptagon Alliance. That is, I forgot to deselect that. Okay. Next one that's going to be joining is, where is it? The Heptagon Alliance. And that's between Libya, Nigeria, and the Sinai country. Oh, as well as this country, but they're leaving. Anyways, the next one is going to be the Circle Alliance between you, the red U, the orange U, and the other purple U. Anyways, the next one that is going to be federalizing. I know I keep saying this, but I'm sorry, but it has to be a bit repetitive. It's going to be Denmark, Copenhagen, Ireland. I think this is called Hyuma, I forgot. Estonia, and Leningrad. And how many are left? Okay, it's like 2. Good to know. No, that's more than 2. Anyways, then we see the Pentagon one. I'm sorry, what is? I understand that this is repetitive, and I know that we are now nearly 30 minutes in, but I'm sorry. You know, I'm just gonna just do it, and then I'm just gonna do it with a bit of commentary, because I feel like it'll just be quicker. Because like if I don't like explain what I'm doing, then like I'm not gonna be like I'm doing this and then this and this. So it's just gonna be keys. It's just gonna be easier. And as you can see, I've basically finished the Hexagon Alliance. And once again, the Unificarian nation is leaving. Anyways, I forgot to do Taiwan. I'm so sorry, Taiwan. Anyways, lastly, the Alliance. Also, I'm annoyed that there's not a nonagon shape on here. Because what if I wanted a nonagon alliance? Do I not get to nonagon? That sucks. Every animatic battle fan is annoyed now. Anyways, yeah, that's every nation that's going to be in an economic alliance. And now I can just boom. And then just bing, bam. I did the wrong one. Bam, boom. And lastly, the unionizing alliance. And that isn't that hard, because, like, you know, I don't even need to get rid of this layer. I can just, like, add the outline. Anyways, it's going to be formed just between, like, the current union alliances. Jesus, that's a hard word to say. Yeah. That's basically everything. Now I just have to rename this, and I'm done. The episode's done. As you can see, it looks a lot, like, vastly different to as it did, like this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. There's a few things different, like down here is fully filled out. Up here is very colourful. Over here is more blue, dabba-dee dabba-die. Over here is also, fittingly enough, more blue. Over here is more purple. And I think that's all that happened. And that's actually going to be one of the last events. Because if we turn everything off here, and we also turn off, where is it? The LS, we're going to be seeing this finally get figured out. So if I just... I know exactly how to do this quickly and easy. I'm on the wrong layer. I can just do this. Then I can do this. And then I can do this. Simple. Anyways, so first country that's going to be gaining land is going to be Franco-Iberia. And the Franco-Iberians are going to be gaining roughly half of this land. And it's going to be the the northern land. The French are going to be gaining some land that is going to look like this. And the Scots are going to be gaining this. So yeah. Episode's done. Well, one last thing to do. And boom. Yeah. That's basically all I want to do for this episode. And by all I want to do for this episode, I mean I wing it every single time, and it somehow turns out fine. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, this is the end of the episode. If you liked it, then subscribe. If you didn't, then subscribe anyways, please. Anyways, goodbye.